Remember starting your career? Remember those jitters on the first day or tearing open your very first paycheck? I do too, but my friend George didn't. At age 54, he'd never even had a job. He wanted to work, but he'd struggled with schizophrenia, homelessness, and jail his whole life. George is one of 51,000 Pima County adults who live with a serious mental illness. I'm Joanna Kyle, Development Coordinator for Coyote Task Force, a nonprofit that finds jobs for adults in mental health recovery. Our program, Cafe 54, gives these individuals hands-on job training. I felt the transformative power of employment myself. When I began as a job coach at the cafe, I was fresh out of college with no real plan. But as I watched my trainees grow, I knew that I, too, needed the purpose of a meaningful career. At first, George struggled with low self-confidence and the stigma he felt. But with the help of our job coaches, he broke through those barriers and earned a full-time job with benefits in a school. Cafe 54 puts recovery to work. And our customers don't just get a great lunch. They see firsthand that people with mental illness can and do work. One plate at a time, our trainees prove they're worthy members of society. They don't belong in the shadows. They're the kind of people you'd hire yourself. George's paycheck meant more than just making rent that month. It meant his reduced odds of going back to jail or needing government assistance again. Multiplying this by 51,000 means relief for taxpayers and a stronger economy. Our team has helped hundreds of people get jobs and keep them. Our team makes sure our trainees find careers they love as chefs, caretakers, and even as mental health workers themselves, giving back to a system that helped them. And you can help us do so much more. Your gift of $200 outfits 20 trainees with new uniforms. $5,000 puts much-needed kitchen tools in their hands. And $35,000 hires another job developer to match 25 more people with jobs each year. No matter what you can give tonight, come join us for lunch at Cafe 54. I know how good it feels to be part of this program. You see, I was the one who saw the tears in George's eyes when I handed him his very first paycheck. He had finally started his career.
Hey. Good morning.
Good morning.
I thought that the open was much better. You took what we said the last time and you made the adjustments, and it worked for me. In the beginning, you gave the statistic about how George is basically a statistic, and I wanted to hear a local statistic. It was too global for me. Okay. And also, I kind of felt like Cafe 54 came out of nowhere. Like, I feel like I need a little bit more of an explainer on what that is. But I loved, and you said that you got him working in a school, and then you said it'll keep him from going back to jail, and all I could think of is, we've got an ex-con working in a school, or are we talking about little kids? That kind of freaked me out a little bit. Okay. So I need a little clarification on that, because then all of a sudden I'm like, do I want to invest in this? Too many questions. But at the end, I love how you brought it back, and your connection to George.
Hi. Good job. Your speech is very well crafted, and I think you're on your way to performing it the way you want to. I think your nervousness is coming through a little bit, but boy, you handled your mic problems very professionally, because it was definitely giving you trouble, but I'm not even sure everybody noticed, so you did a good job with that.
Okay.
There is a terrible fly in here. He's just vicious. Okay. So I liked a lot of what you did. I agree with Christy that I think you could easily address that Cafe 54 issue. When you first say, I'm from the Coyote Task Force, you can say, we operate Cafe 54 and give 2 words about it or whatever. But the thing that I really want to talk about is the ask at the end. So you have this whole series where you say our team, our team, our team, our team, all those things. And I'm tempted to have you say, you can do those things because you're part of our team, right? So somehow, again, bringing the donor in there a lot earlier. And you can help us do so much more. Isn't quite as compelling as I would like for it to be. Okay. So I think if you were to just examine that part right there, it could just be a few little word changes and then more dramatic pauses and emphasis on you. You can do this. Yeah.
Hi there.
Hi.
So I'm just going to echo, I'm definitely going to echo my partners over here. And a lot of my feedback is how great your presentation was. You're there. Your pacing was perfect for me. So from the standpoint of the pace and how you talked to me and where you put in pauses really worked. So I stayed with you the whole time. I actually really love the line, Cafe 54 put recovery to work. And it's actually how you delivered it. The way you delivered that, like I heard that so well that I'm like, wow, this is really incredible. Your ending is perfect. I literally got goosebumps on your ending because I saw the whole story. You wove the whole story in for me. You know, there were you gave me the story. You shifted and told me about what Cafe 54 does. You gave me some more of the story. You told me a little bit more about your role and what Cafe 54 does in Coyote Task Force, and you closed me out with the story. So really nicely done. So the only thing I would add to, and I'm going to add to Laura on this, is I could see the nervousness. So now it's really looking at your nervousness and what you do with it and how you handle it.
Thank you.